When it came out in 1999, Sonic Team wanted Sonic Adventure to be everything. The first Sonic game with voice acting, the first with an open-ish world. Did you enjoy playing as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in Sonic 3? Well, how about 3 more characters? All it needed to seal the deal was a through line to connect all the elements together. A heart-filled, engaging, easy-to-follow plot. So if you don't know Sonic Adventure, well, I'm surprised you clicked on this video, but hey, I'm glad to see you're here. You choose a character to play and follow their perspective through the events of their story. Characters cross paths, fight each other, steal each other's frogs. We'll come back to that later. You can play out these moments through both sides of the interaction, though. It's kind of like that first Netflix season of Arrested Development, but done even worse?
I don't know what I expected.
But what actually happens in Sonic Adventure? Hey everybody, I'm Monkey, and I've laid out the entire story in chronological order. So today, we're going to figure out what even is the plot of Sonic Adventure. So I'm going to do my best to break the story up into a sort of act or chapter structure. But right out the gate we hit a snag with that. The story relies on these magical flashbacks to an ancient time to tell the story. And because you can mix and match how far you get with any character at any given time, you can receive the story in a really confusing order. On top of that, the flashbacks get used to magically teleport people to different places. And sometimes you get moments like this.
I was on a snooze cruise, I guess.
Good thing you're okay. You just sort of conked out there.
So for all of our sakes, I'm going to go ahead and separate that off and call it the prologue. In the prologue, we discover the Echidna tribe, of which Knuckles is the last living member, actually existing on Angel Island. Tikal, the Elder's daughter, hangs out at the Master Emerald Shrine a lot and is best buds with the Chow who live there. The Chow are protected by this puddle over here, who refuses to take any action to prevent the Elder and the Echidna warriors from attacking the shrine to take the Chaos Emeralds for reasons. Tikal tries to stop her father, but fails. The Protector, he's called Chaos by the way, gets big mad that anyone would attack these little cutie patooties and goes on a rampage. Tikal seals Chaos along with herself in the Master Emerald, and they hang out there until current day. We'll call this part the setup. Knuckles is still hanging out on Angel Island protecting the Master Emerald until it just shatters. The game really doesn't tell us why, it just shatters. But Chaos pops out of it, or as Knuckles sees it, shows up and breaks the Master Emerald. Knuckles gets tossed down a flight of stairs. And with the Master Emerald gone, Angel Island drops into the ocean. The resulting crash wakes up Froggy. He's a frog, who finds Chaos in his puddle form. Chaos attacks the bewildered frog, which somehow gives Froggy Chaos's tail. Anyway, Froggy's best friend, Big the Cat, eventually wakes up, fishing pole in hand, and notices that Froggy now has a badonkadonk butt. Froggy returns the compliment by swallowing Big's lucky charm, a Chaos Emerald, and running away. Big, worried about Froggy, chases after him. Chaos makes his way into Station Square, where the citizens don't seem to care at all, except the police, who are chasing down the mysterious threat while channeling their inner crazy taxi. Sonic, who's sees the police activity and decides he better go full vigilante and lend them a hand. The SWAT team's weapons are useless against Chaos's power to stand there while being made of water, and they retreat, leaving the safety of their city to a vacationing anthropomorphic hedgehog. Sonic bops the beast on the head 3 times, and it runs away into the sewers. And apparently Dr. Eggman had been watching this the whole time and shouts to Sonic that,
"You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!"
But Sonic must not have been able to hear him over all the rain. The next morning, Miles Tails Prower, the flying fox, is giving his butt propeller a break by testing a new airplane he built. But like most machines built by 8-year-olds, it malfunctions and crashes. Sonic, lounging oddly seductively, sees Tails' plane going down and races across the Emerald Coast to see if he's alright. Around this time, Knuckles and Biggs arrive at Station Square looking for the pieces of the Master Emerald and Froggy, respectively. After being recovered from the smoldering, twisted wreckage, Tails explains that he was testing a new power source for the plane, a Chaos Emerald.
This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane?
Ah, yes, that's how I'd use unlimited power too. You know the deal. Thank you. Hey, I don't see any pickles. Ah, all I see is pickles! They head to the Mystic Ruins, where they find Dr. Eggman just, hanging out in front of Tails' very easy to find workshop. He attacks the boys in about the dumbest way possible, and is defeated. Or so they think. Eggman snags the emerald and feeds it to Chaos, making him stronger. Eggman mentions Chaos's power being foretold in some stone tablets that we never see, and then divulges his whole plan to Sonic and Tails while Chaos makes really loud gurgling noises.
His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald. With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible and work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square. And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city.
If you haven't figured it out by now, the audio mixing for cutscenes is really bad, even in the director's cut version. Anyway, Eggman ninja vanishes himself in chaos. Sonic and Tails vow to find as many Chaos Emeralds as possible to protect the world from Eggman and Chaos. So now we'll call this part Failures in Communication. Sonic and Tails hunt for Chaos Emeralds, Knuckles hunts for Master Emerald pieces, and God bless him, Biggs keeps trying to catch that damn frog. Sonic and Tails lose one of the Chaos Emeralds they found because Eggman farted on them so bad they passed out until the next morning. And I love that Knuckles walks right by them and doesn't do a damn thing to help them. He does, however, spot Eggman staying at the luxury hotel and chases after him. They end up in the Roman Colosseum suite, where Eggman gives another Chaos Emerald to Chaos, who now looks a lot like Mega Swampert. Knuckles defeats Chaos, but Eggman convinces him that Sonic is after the Master Emerald pieces, not the Chaos Emeralds. Knuckles takes a long walk to process this information. No, seriously, this isn't edited. This is just how it is. And decides to go find Sonic and confront him about it. E102 Gamma wakes up to Eggman's ugly mug, and is informed that he is the second in the 100 series of robots Eggman has been constructing. Eggman has Gamma fight his older brother Beta to prove his worth. Gamma wins, granting him permission to serve on board the Egg Carrier, Eggman's massive airship. After finding another Chaos Emerald, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles meet up and fight each other, because no one knows how to communicate. They lose both the Chaos Emeralds to Eggman this time, and now Chaos has 4 emeralds, and they all have to fight Chaos's fish form. The Sonic heroes win, though, and Eggman escapes into the Egg Carrier. Sonic and Tails decide to chase after Eggman, while Knuckles just doesn't, and there is zero drama between them. It's really odd. Aboard the Egg Carrier, Eggman commands the 100 series robots to find Froggy, as it's vital to his plan that he have that frog.
I must get my hands on those healthy purple berries. Bort.
Sonic and Tails board the Tornado to chase after the Egg Carrier, just to get shot down. Sonic lands on the beach, while Tails ends up in the Mystic Ruins. This next section can be summed up as the chase sequence. Enter Amy Rose. She's been shopping and is bored. She reminisces about the good old days of adventures with Sonic, bringing Sonic CD into the canon storyline.
Cool.
But she's interrupted by the Egg Carrier flying over the city and a bird hitting her straight in the face. And then this giant robot named Zero falls out of the Egg Carrier to retrieve the bird. It chases after Amy, and she promises to protect the bird from capture. Amy finds Sonic in Station Square, post falling out of the sky as well, and chases after him. Tails finds a Chaos Emerald on the ground, but Froggy eats it, so he's chasing after the frog. Zero is chasing after Amy and the bird through Twinkle Park amusement park, while Sonic's riding bumper cars. This is probably the sloppiest part of the story. And it continues. Tails catches Froggy, but Big shows up and tries to snag Froggy, and it's terrifying. Froggy slips away, again, but not before Tails was able to, extract the Chaos Emerald from Froggy. Gross. Tails uses the Chaos Emerald to fix/build/magic the Tornado 2 into existence, and he flies off to find Sonic. Meanwhile, Sonic is looking for Amy, but Zero has actually caught Amy and the bird. Sonic sees them heading to the Mystic Ruins, and chases after them. He confronts Zero, but the robot, Amy, and the bird all get teleported onto the Egg Carrier. So surprise! Now Sonic's chasing after the Egg Carrier. Big, now back in Station Square, finally catches Froggy. But Gamma shows up out of nowhere and takes Froggy from Big. Now Big is chasing Gamma. And apparently Knuckles has been in a flashback trance for the better part of a day, and conveniently is transported back to Angel Island. He restores the Master Emerald pieces he has so far, and it conveniently shows him that the rest of the pieces are on Eggman's ship. And then conveniently, Gamma shows up and Knuckles follows him to Eggman's base, which no one should have had any trouble finding. Jesus Christ, just look at it. Tails finds Sonic and they fly to the egg carrier. Gamma brings Froggy to Eggman, who then sends the other 100 series robots away to somewhere. Eggman tasks Gamma with getting the bird from Amy, who is now in the ship's holding cell. But he goes through the wrong door and sees Beta, the robot he defeated earlier, being ripped apart. This acts as a reminder to Gamma that this could happen to him at any moment if he failed Eggman, and just how cruel Eggman can be to his people. Now it's getting exciting. I'm calling this part the climax. Sonic and Tails crash land on the egg carrier, but like the most gentle crash landing in the history of video games. But this is great because now Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Gamma, and Big, somehow, are all on the egg carrier. So while Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are wandering around the sky deck, Gamma and Amy have a nice long chat about feelings and friendship and doing what's right. The little bird stares Gamma down, and Gamma lets Amy out of the cage, all while questioning his own programming. Amy escapes Zero once more and is found by Sonic, Tails, and Eggman this time, who takes the bird because, unbeknownst to Amy, it had a Chaos Emerald the size of the entire bird on its person. Eggman tells Gamma to kill Sonic, so they fight, but Amy stops them with the power of friendship, saying Gamma is different from other robots. Amy tells Gamma that he should leave Eggman, and that they can be friends. From there, Sonic goes to find Eggman. Big finds Froggy once more, and they find themselves face to face with Chaos. Froggy pukes up the Chaos Emerald for Chaos to eat, putting the Emerald count to 6 out of 7. And then Froggy just jumps into Chaos, giving Chaos his tail back somehow. Sonic fights Chaos while Big fishes for Froggy. Yeah, that's right, you gotta fish the frog out of Chaos. Sonic defeats Chaos, kind of, and chases after Eggman. Knuckle arrives, and then he also beats up Chaos. The egg carrier explodes and everyone escapes. Some more still imagey than others. Oh, and Knuckles takes the 6 Chaos Emeralds with him. Oh shit, the story's still going. I guess we'll call this section the falling action. Tails, Amy, and the bird arrive safely in Station Square. Tails sees Eggman flying by and goes to investigate. Amy finally notices the giant pendant around the bird's neck. Jesus Christ, Amy, open your eyes. The pendant holds a photo of its family. She promises to reunite the bird family, and they head off to the Mystic Ruins to see if they're at Eggman's base. Eggman, still determined to destroy Station Square, launches a missile, but
No, it was a dud.
So Tails, realizing he can't depend on Sonic forever, chases after Eggman on Radical Highway to save the day himself. Tails stops Eggman from detonating the missile and defeats his Eggwalker machine, becoming the hero of Station Square. Amy and the bird bust into Eggman's base just to be chased by Zero again. Gamma reflects on all that he's seen, the misdeeds he's had to commit, and the treatment of his people, and he decides that Eggman is his enemy. He sets out to save the rest of the 100 series robots, and by save, he means kill. After escaping Zero, Amy realizes the bird's family might still be on the remains of the egg carrier, so they head out to the wreck site. During all of this, Sonic has fallen from the exploded egg carrier and landed in the Mystic Ruins. The temple there opens up for him to undergo the trials of the Lost World. Sonic finds the center of the temple and sees this mural warning of the destruction Chaos can cause if it gets all of the Chaos Emeralds. This is where he has his flashback, which conveniently teleports Sonic outside of the temple. He sees Eggman and chases after him. So Sonic fights Eggman and the Egg Viper and wins. Eggman gets away, but Tails and Sonic team up to chase after Eggman once again. And Knuckles restores the Master Emerald, and Angel Island floats in the sky once again. What do you mean that's still not the end? Oh my god. Okay, I guess this part is called the anti-climax? After rescuing Delta and Epsilon, by blowing them up, Gamma decides Zeta and Beta must be on the egg carrier and goes there. Gamma finds Zeta, who's looking a bit chunkier than the last time we saw them, and rescues him by blowing him up. Then he realizes he must not only destroy Beta, but himself to fully rescue all the 100 series robots. It's kind of a heavy moment, honestly. Gamma spots the new and improved Beta flying by, and they have to do battle. Beta pulls the old
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
And shoots Gamma before exploding, releasing the bird trapped inside. And Gamma realizes that together, They are the parents to the little bird that has been with Amy the whole time, just as his robot body explodes. Amy and the bird arrive on the egg carrier and find the newly freed bird parents. But then Zero punches out the baby bird like an asshole, finally setting off the rage that clearly has always lived in Amy Rose, and she kicks its ass. Fortunately, the little bird is okay, and the bird family flies off together. And that's how the main story ends. Yeah, I know I still have the supersonic section to go through, but I just wanted to make sure we all stop and understood that Amy's story is the closer for the main portion of the game. The person with a whole 3 levels in one boss fight. The supersonic chapter is clearly another climax, but it's also kind of an epilogue, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it the climaxing epilogue.
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
It starts with Angel Island crashing back into the ocean once again. Knuckles thinks the island crashed because of the Chaos Emeralds, and decides to take them to Sonic to ask for his advice. As if Sonic knows anything about any of this. But before he can leave Angel Island, he finds Eggman lying on the ground. Turns out Eggman had a run-in with Chaos, who kicked the living snot out of him. And then Chaos does the exact same thing to Knuckles, taking the 6 Chaos Emeralds. Meanwhile, Sonic's laying around seductively once again, this time in the Mystic Ruins, when Tails tells him that Angel Island's fallen out of the sky again. They race over there to see Eggman and Knuckles all beat up. Eggman chases after Chaos out of spite, and just as they decide they have to go find the Tornado 2 where the last Chaos Emerald is, Sonic gets hit with another flashback.
Oh, jeez!
And everyone just acts like Sonic's brain shut off for a minute. Oh, and Knuckles just bails while Sonic's in a trance. Knuckles, you're a bad friend. After waking up, Sonic and Tails find the Tornado 2, but Chaos takes the last Chaos Emerald right in front of them. With all 7 Chaos Emeralds in hand, Chaos floods and destroys the entirety of Station Square, in a video that's kinda lost most of its impact because we saw most of it already in the intro video. Chaos is all big and nasty now, so Eggman shows up with another egg carrier and tries to kill Chaos for disobeying him, and fails. Miserably. Tikal, remember her? From the past? Has actually been the shiny little hint ball the whole time. Shows her true form finally and tells Sonic that Chaos is filled with anger and sadness and wants to destroy the world again, like he did before, which is confusing because we never saw Chaos destroy much of anything before this. Tikal wants to put him back in the Master Emerald, but Sonic says that won't change how he feels, basically saying let's not kick the can down the road again. All the heroes, and Big, find the energy-drained Chaos Emeralds on the ground, and Tails explains that Chaos only used the negative powers of the Chaos Emerald. Sonic's gotta use the positive powers of the Chaos Emerald with their hearts and feelings and whatnot. Anyway, they use the power of friendship to turn Sonic into Super Sonic, and he beats the crap out of Chaos. The Chow show up out of nowhere and are so happy to see him again, and Chaos is changed for the better. Tikal and Chaos float into the sky and disappear.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Tails says all's well that ends well, while standing over an entirely flooded city with who knows how many casualties. Eggman sees what happened, flies off, and Sonic gives chase without saying goodbye, because he's a terrible team player and communicator. So that's it, right? It's a fun but very flawed story. Period. The end. Nah, I don't want to leave things like that. I can't leave things like that. I want to talk about what could be done to make Sonic Adventure better. We live in an age full of classic games getting reimagined. Maybe some of these ideas could rub off on an eventual remake. But this video is running longer than I wanted already. It's almost like the story is really hard to summarize with any amount of detail. So next time, we'll take a look at what could have been done to make Sonic Adventure's story better. Thank you all so much for watching. What do you think were the silliest, wackiest, most ridiculous parts of the Sonic Adventure story? And what plot holes do you think are so big you could drive a gun semi through? Let me know in the comments below, and if you feel like liking and subscribing, it would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a good one.